Yeah, well, with that, we're going to get ready for the next race. Everyone in the grandstand, I'm sure you've caught your breath back eventually after that one, but let's get our next drivers out as we welcome onto the track our Grand Prix finalists in Micro Max UK. Please, drivers, as they head down to the start-finish line. Let's give them some support, everyone, as they come down. A lot of nerves building. They put in a big effort since Thursday. And now we get ready to go racing. And starting on pole position is going to be Emerson McAndrew Ewan, put in a fantastic performance in the pre-final. And alongside him will be Jensen Shortwell. Zach, we're going to go and speak to some drivers. Yep. I'll speak to our pole sitter first, and then I'll hand you over to speak to Jensen. Emerson McAndrew Ewan on pole position. It was a really close pre-final, wasn't it? A really hard fight. How are you feeling now ahead of the final?
Good. I think I have a really good chance of winning it.
A close race, what we just saw out there, isn't it? It can always go down to the final run down the straight here, can't it?
Yeah, there's always a chance for someone in second to attack and maybe beat them.
Well, good stuff. Well, best of luck for the race. Zach, I'll hand over to you. Have a quick chat with Jensen Shaw.
You're starting on the left-hand side of the grid. You've had a strong weekend. What do you think is possible?
Yeah, hoping for a good finish, at least a podium, and it's going to be a very hard fight.
Yeah, do you think you can take Emerson?
I think I don't think it's down to lap speed. I think it's down to racing.
Yeah, it definitely is. Well, good luck.
Good stuff, Zach. Let's go very quickly because one of your teammates is down here from Jack Dex Racing. We're going to go and speak to Otis Cleary. I'm going to hand you to do this. You know Otis better than all of us. So a very quick question
New to the class,
for Otis.
Otis. What do you think is possible in this race?
Top 5 at least, maybe top 3.
Maybe top 3. Well, if you're top 3, do you think it's first is possible?
Yeah, just I'm getting lots of fastest laps and things like that, so it is definitely possible, and I think it's definitely not impossible for me.
Yeah, well, it definitely is. You've been fast.
We're going to have to. We could talk all day to Otis, can we? But with that, we're going to leave it with the drivers. I'll ask the cameraman to turn around to myself and Zach. Engines are fired up. Zach, excited for this one?
Yeah, really excited.
Let's go up to commentary. Henry and DJ, over to you.
Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is the third Grand Prix. Micromax, Emerson McAndrew, Ewan and Jensen Chalk go from row number 1. Kean Bernard and Edward Haynes on row 2. Oliver Spencer and Oliver Warner, row 3. Otis Cleary and Riley Murrow on row 4. Zach Starbuck and Alfie Mew, row 5. Harry Taylor and Theo Bradshaw, row 6. Then it's George House, Luke Millward, Grayson Mortley, Josh Cormack, Austin Oman, Alex Riley, Josh Hushka, Arthur Farrow, Lucian Smith, Alfie May, Dax Farah, Dian Pahal. And the remaining runners, Ari Kallenberg, Kuryu Kiyotake, Max Gilman, Sebastian Lusch, and Drew Davidson. The double is still on for Jesse Phillips. We're going to be seeing him in Minimax later on. Okay, very quickly indeed. Emerson McAndrew Ewan, his 10th birthday today. What a present that would be. Anthony?
Yep.
Last weekend, the two drivers in the front row crossed the line 0.14 of a second apart in the Rotax International Trophy. Can they do it again? All signs point to the fact that they could.
Certainly looks like that way, Henry. And, well, right now, they are certainly backing the pack up.
Oh, yes.
Yes, very, very so. Now, why couldn't they have done this all the way through the weekend? Been this nice and slow and tactical at the front of this one. These boys know exactly what they're doing
and
right
this
there.
Is deliberate.
It
is
is
deliberate.
It
Absolutely. Make no mistake about it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why they're doing it, but there's a very good reason. Now, international viewers, Kuryu Kiyotake is from Japan. You've got Ari Kallenberg from the United Arab Emirates. Alex Ryder from County Meath in Ireland. You've got a smattering of Scotsmen. The rest are all from England. And you could not do it any slower if you tried. And Nibbers, yes, there are a number of people that have had 2 correct predictions out of 2 so far. We'll bring you up to date as they now bring the speed up. Lights are out, we're off and racing in Micromax. Jensen Chalk does fall back to 3rd place. They go under the bridge, all the leaders through cleanly. Everybody, oh, and there's somebody getting sideways in the middle of the pack there, and they saved it. They saved it. That could have, that was looking like it was going to be another major accident, but the driver saved it. And now they're 3-4 wide, coming off the bridge with McAndrew Uren in the lead and Kian Bernard up to 2nd. Somebody goes grass track. It's one of the Dan Holland karts. We'll try and get a number check on that car. Well, driver, grass tracking, straight back up the inside, 3 wide. It was Harry Taylor.
Yeah, Harry Taylor onto the grass, going down into hairpin number 1. Thankfully, gets it back onto the track and holds on to it. Clean getaway then for your top 3s, looking very good at the moment. Emerson McAndrew from Jensen Chalk still there. It looks like Kian Bernard's got up to 2nd place now as well. Yeah, so Bernard there into 2nd place. Brother on the spanners, Tristan, both from South Africa. Very proud of their heritage.
Yep.
And running very strongly here in this GP final.
The question was asked.
Yes.
Does anybody, when you finish 2nd or 3rd, do you get anything apart from a trophy? Oh, you do.
Yes, I answered that in the comments as well.
The prize package is £36,000 worth of prizes this weekend. £500 cash money for each GP plate winner. I think it's £450 in the Rotax classes for 2nd and £300 for 3rd in the Rotax classes, and I think it's £300 for 2nd and £100 for 3rd in the Army classes.
Yes.
And
then
side by side, there's engines,
vouchers, tyres.
Oh yeah, the entries to the Army World Finals later this year.
Not for this class.
No, and no, but in the Army classes.
In the Army classes, yes.
Now, McAndrew is not getting away. Into 3rd place, Riley Murrow, 5-second penalty. That is Josh Griffin now running in P2 with Haynes there in 4th position. The 82 of Bernard is 3rd, Chalk 5th. Last year, Jensen Chalk finished 9th in the Rotax Max Challenge Grand Finals in Portimao. So he's officially ranked 9th in the world in this class.
The Mr. Lord Pancake, where have you been, sir? Top Privateers, they have prizes.
Yes, the £3,000 worth of tools and toolkits from Vera Tools, who are sponsoring the exact same price, the driver of the day. So Vera Tools putting about £6,000 worth of prizes into the £36,000 prize fund.
Oliver Spencer now leads the way. The O-plate looking very strong.
Yeah, Bernard, Haynes, Chalk, Starbuck and Theo Bradshaw. So, the 3 micro tiers, they're the 3 factory Zip teammates. Zach Starbuck, Theo Bradshaw and Kian Bernard, who are all best of mates out of the kart. They call themselves the micro tiers. And there's 2 of them, and they're now trying to duel their way past Edward Haynes, although Haynes has got force waft on there. Bainesy's been at it again, and he's produced a good one for Edward Haynes.
Yes, he has. Look at this breakaway now. It's not just 2 karts or 3 karts. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 in total. 7 kart breakaway at the front of this one with 12 minutes to go, and runs wide is Oliver Spencer. And through goes the other 3, Kian Bernard. Then it's Urin and Chalk. Will go through. Spencer back down to 4th.
New race leader, but not for long.
No, Emerson McAndrew Urin.
And Jensen Chalk, smart driver there from Jensen Chalk. He allowed Emerson McAndrew to open the door. He just got into the slipstream and strolled through without having to bat an eyelid.
Yes, so Emerson McAndrew Urin from pole position back on the top spot. His 10th birthday today. He would like that GP place as a lovely birthday prize. 3 qualifying heat wins over the weekend.
Yep.
He won the pre-final. Can he win this Grand Prix? It's going to be a tough fight. Jensen Chalk as well, a very good weekend, and started 3rd in the pre-final. Finished it 2nd, gaining that 1 extra spot, and he's there in P2 right now, defending from Kian Bernard. There on your screen, the number 44, Theo Bradshaw, as a change.
Jensen Chalk, new leader.
Yes.
Now, okay, so karting parents, as Emerson McAndrew. So Emerson McAndrew's dad, Wayne, does his mechanicking for him. Jensen Chalk's dad, Mike, does his mechanicking for him. Oh, and there's a little bit of argy-bargy going on there. Cian Bernard elbowing his way. Oh, contact there. McAndrew, Uren and Bernard come together, and two of the other microtiers take advantage. Up into P2 is Oliver Spencer, and suddenly Jensen Chalk has got a huge lead. But that's 10 minutes to go. I'm going to calm myself down, Nancy. I can see what you're going to say to me. You're going to say, don't overexert yourself, Henry. Long way to go.
Don't overexert yourself. Yes, of course, because there's 10 minutes to go, and this is it's an interclass, a cadet-shaped kart. So that gap will close because 8 wheels works better than 4.
Correct.
And Chalk is all on his lonesome there.
The number 32 Coles Racing kart of Alfie Mew has slowly and quietly attached itself to the back of this lead group as Theo Bradshaw passes Zach Starbuck. Yeah, Riley Burrows still got a 5-second penalty. He's got 2 5-second penalties.
10 seconds of penalties.
He's really trying hard in this race.
Yes.
He doesn't want to get another one because that might be accompanied by a different colour flag altogether.
Yeah, it might do.
A flag that says, please return to the pits, do not pass go, do not collect $200. In fact, give me $200 to the steward of the meeting as your fine for misbehaving.
Yes.
Or words to that effect.
Words to
already.
that effect.
Jensen Chalk, last lap, 1:05.89. Spencer matched it, but on this lap, Spencer 0.3 of a second quicker through sector number 1, another 10th of a second through sector number 2. Now the recovering Emerson McAndrew Uren has to try and figure out a way round the numerous colourful obstacles in his sight. The second group of karts is led by Oliver Warner now in kart number 72, followed by Luke Millward, Josh Cormack, Riley Murrow, Otis Cleary, Austin Oman, Harry Taylor, Alfie Mayer, Arthur Farrow, Josh Hushka, George House, Max Gilman, Grayson Wortley, Sebastian Luce, Dax Farah, Lucian Smith, Alex Riley, Drew Davidson, Tia Batar, and Ari Kallenberg, with Kuryo Kiyotake still out there running, but down in 29th and last.
Yes, indeed. 7.5 minutes to go then of this race. Still plenty of time left in it, and right now we're seeing some changes here as Spencer has closed in on the back.
So that league that Jensen involved. Now I was talking about karting parents. Both the dad, Emerson McAndrew, Ewan's dad, Wayne, and Mike Chalk, Jensen's dad, do the mechanics. That's life as a karting dad. As a karting mum, it's you spend your entire career as a karting mum flipping between anguish, despair, nerves, sheer terror, and occasionally, when your child smiles at the end of the race, elation.
Yes.
And so the mums live and breathe this sport just like everybody else. There's some mums that do mechanicking, but Jensen Chalk's mum, she could never watch him race. For years, she just physically could not watch him race. Then she watched him race once, and it's now become a superstition. She has to watch every single lap. Oh. It's so bizarre. Again, drivers are ritualistic creatures. They like the same rule, the same routine, because if they get into a winning routine, that is all good. Jensen Chalk, though, has to get in a defensive routine very shortly. 2, 4, 6, 7 karts, 8 karts separated by 1.7 seconds. We run lap number 8. Still 6.5 minutes to go.
Yep, still plenty of time for a battle to ensue.
Oh, and it will.
Oh, of course it will. Spencer, though, is your fastest driver out on circuit with that 1:05.26. Has closed in on Chalk. Bradshaw still there. And look at that. How close can you get between all of these drivers? Edward Haynes still there. Emerson McAndrew still on that fight back, who now sets the fastest lap of the race and is closing in on the 2 drivers ahead. And now a change. Side by side. Chalk to second place. Spencer to first place. Down the hill they go.
And Jensen didn't even try to defend that. He knew there was no point. It's so early in the race. We've still got 5.5 minutes to go. The main thing I don't want to do is I don't want to clash wheels and delay myself. I want to slot back in. Okay, if I'm not going to lead, I want to be literally sat on the leader's rear bumper, which is where he is. It's a Synergy Factory Team 1-2 at the moment, with the Zip Factory team in third with Theo Bradshaw, the RCE team fourth with Edward Haynes, then Dan Holland Racing in fifth, and the remaining 2-3 Microtiers 7th 7th and 8th. Mew and Warner round out the top 10. All 29 starters are still running.
Very good running then. 5 minutes to go in this one. This is going to be exciting all the way to the end of this one. Don't worry about the timing graphic there. Just a little glitch as we sort it out. Ari Kralenberg is not leading by 43 seconds, but this battle is certainly getting interesting though at the front as they're chopping and changing. Any one of these 5 drivers could win this race, but do not rule out those 3 drivers just behind as well. Kian Bernard, Zach Starbuck, Alfie Mew, they are all in line for this one as well. They will close in as McAndrew Urin again sets the fastest lap of the race. He has latched on to that rear bumper now of Edward Haynes and is going to go for the move. There it is, down in towards hairpin number 2, and McAndrew Urin now gets up into P4. He has to be careful now. He doesn't want to lose touch with the 3 up in front. Theo Bradshaw looking very strong here in 3rd place. Theo in the number 44 certainly had a good running all the way throughout this weekend, so keep a very close eye on him as Henry forgets to mute his microphone. He blows his nose. 4 minutes to go in this race. Certainly this race is far from over. Back across the start-finish line they go. Spencer still leading from Chalk. Chalk right into the back of him as they go up into the Tyrone banking. Both of them absolutely line astern. The 2 Synergy drivers in unison here as back to the inside. There goes Edward Haynes on Theo Bradshaw. Emerson McAndrew are now up into 3rd place as well as they're on the charge now back for the race lead. 3.5 minutes. Time quickly running out, but plenty of time left in this one, Henry.
This is the 3rd race in a row we will crown a 1st Kartmasters champion. Micromax, the 2 water swift classes, never a part of this event before. It takes the total number of classes to have raced in the 28-year history of Kartmasters to 29. Now, Jensen Chalk, he's well liked by his amongst his rivals. A black flag is going out for
the number 22
car. That
Riley
is
Murrow.
Riley Murrow. So the reigning British Bambino champion has been black flagged. What else has gone wrong? I'm looking at Ari Kallenberg down the back of the pack. Maybe there's been an incident out of my sight. So Chalk now, I hate to say it, I don't mean this in a derogatory way. Jensen's got to get a little bit nasty sometimes. He is involved in so many nail-bitingly close finishes as Jensen Chalk. He really, really is.
Well, he's listening to you now, Henry, because he's going absolutely side by side.
More often than not, in those nail-biting finishes, he comes out just a fraction behind.
Yeah.
So you've got that killer instinct, that friend or foe. You've got to make, you've got to get nasty.
Yeah.
A little bit nasty. And that is not to say change his personality, but no, when it comes down to the crunch, the Cole Denham syndrome, when the race is on the line, you've got to make that killer decision there and then.
Yeah.
Stand by it. You live or die by it.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean there, Henry. It's just, you have to sharpen your elbows just that little bit. Not be dirty, but just be knowing that I'm going for this win now. I'm depicting what happens into this corner. Every
racing driver, when they're different animals when they put their helmet on. You have to be arrogant. You have to believe you are the very best. You are better than everybody else. You have to believe that. You have to believe that that corner is your corner. You have a right to that corner. There's an example. Emerson McAndrew Urin, mirror signal maneuver down, and he dared Oliver Spencer. He said, turn on me if you want, Oliver, but we're both going to crash. I've got this corner. It's mine. And that's fine. And drivers understand that. They respect that.
They do indeed.
So here we go. Jensen Chalk, make that corner yours. He runs a little bit wide, but he committed. Yes. Edward Haynes up in the 3rd position now.
Bernard and Theo Bradshaw closing in once again. They're going to chop and change now. Chalk losing another 2 positions, possibly even 3 positions now. Chalky falling down in the order here. It's all going to be really down to what the 2 at the front can do. Don't rule out Edward Haynes as well, because he's still right there in 3rd place as everyone's still battling for these top spots. Less than a minute to go, Henry. This is looking interesting. Emerson McAndrew Urin still leading the way from Oliver Spencer. It is so close. Again, you can't put it on either one of these drivers, can you?
Well, they complete lap number 13, and the top 6 are separated by 1.9 seconds. Jensen Chalk's gone from the lead to 2 seconds off the lead. He hasn't made a mistake. Again, other drivers have just sort of out-aggressived him, and he's not going to be Kartmasters champion 2023, I am afraid. one of these two drivers, I think, will be the O plate of Oliver Spencer and the number 33 of Emerson McAndrew-Uren. The 2020 British Bambino champion, Edward Haynes, is stalking them, and I don't think Haynes is out of this one yet either. Then there's a gap back to Cian Bernard and Theo Bradshaw. The two leading 3 Microtiers for the Zip Factory team. Then it's Coles Racing's Alfie Mew, Jensen Chalk, Zach Starbuck, Oliver Warner, Otis Cleary, Luke Millward, Austin Oman is your top 12. Riley Murrow has been black flagged and yet he's still circulating. That's going to get expensive. Josh Cormack, Harry Taylor, George House, Alfie May, Arthur Farrow, Max Gilman, Grayson Wortley, Lucian Smith, Sebastian Lush, Dax Farah, Josh Hushka. Here we go. It's game on. Final lap. Emerson McAndrew inside. Oh, and he parked it on the apex, and through goes Spencer. He gave the back end of McAndrew's car help. Here comes McAndrew-Uren up the inside, and now Emerson has to defend. Haynes will swing wide. Is he going to try and sell Emerson the dummy? Yes, he is. And they're all backed up there. Oh, and at the back of the pack, 2 karts come together. That's Jensen
Chalk out of it. Well, now it's still McAndrew who leads the way. Look at Edward Haynes here in second place as he battles for that one.
Cian Bernard!
He's coming through as well. He's up into second place, but he's not managed to get past McAndrew. He clatters into the back of him, and now he's out of it. Bernard is out of the fight for the top 3 spots. It is still McAndrew, but now down the inside, the 44 of Theo Bradshaw comes through. Emerson McAndrew is out. He's collided, I think, there with another driver. He's out of it.
Locked together with Edward Haynes. Theo Bradshaw has led 200 metres this entire week, but it's the last 200 metres, and Theo Bradshaw and the Zip Factory team are Kartmasters champions. Talk about biding your time until the very end. He led 3 corners in 4 days, but they were the last 3 corners, and he wins. Wow, only 200ths of a second. I mean, the last race decided by 100th. Oliver Spencer comes home in P2, and Coles Racing's Alfie Mew on the podium. Cian Bernard, who I think led a little bit of that last lap, he finishes 4th. Zach Starbuck is 5th. Luke Millward is 6th. Then it's Otis Cleary. Poor Jensen Chalk down in 8th position. Oliver Warner 9th. Emerson McAndrew-Uren 10th.
Theo Bradshaw started that Grand Prix final 12th. He qualified at the beginning of this weekend 25th. Like you said, Henry.
Out of 29.
He came through the entire field over the course of these 3 days, and again, that is why we love Kartmasters.
Oh, yes.
You could have a bad qualifying.
And look at that. There's Luke Millward. Luke Millward's going through. He's come home. Luke Millward has finished
8 positions he gained.
Yeah, and he's pleased
delighted
as punch. Riley Murrow's still got his visor down. I think there's going to be a conversation with Riley.
Look at the damage there to Emerson. Luckily he's not got a nose cone, but that NASA panel has certainly taken a beating.
I don't think it would matter too much if there was a nose cone penalty. Coming around the Mike Wilson complex, Haynes and McAndrew got locked together, and there we go. Now, one of the 3 Microtiers has won, and already Zach Starbuck, his teammate, is there. They're good buddies. Bradshaw, and we're waiting for the other Microtier. That would be Cian Bernard, but there he is. Now, we spoke to the 3 Microtiers. Wait, there we go. Oh, no, words are not needed.
Well, you can see there, Oliver Spencer not moving much there. I think just deflated, I think, after that one.
How can you not be deflated when you lose by 200ths of a second?
Yeah.
Very good, because you're a star now.
If Ernie Salmon calls you a star, that means you're a star.
Yeah.
Oliver Spencer.
There's nails, that man, Ernie.
Not exhibiting the same overjoyed emotions, but that's racing for you.
It is indeed. Chris McCarthy, over to you.
A spectacular race. We're welcoming down the start-finish straight our champion, Theo Bradshaw coming down towards the start-finish straight. What an absolutely superb drive for Theo Bradshaw, stealing it on the last lap to win Micromax UK. Jumps out of the car. What a fantastic drive. We're going to have a chat with him in a second. In fact, Zach, you're going to chat to Theo Bradshaw.
Well, how do you feel? I can see the emotion on your face. How do you feel?
I feel really happy that I've made up all this 2 years just to come to Kartmasters and hopefully win it like I've just done today.
Well, you've come from 12th to 1st. How did it feel on the first few laps trying to get through the pack?
I felt like dropping a bit off the pace for like the middle of the race, and then made up it, and then last lap battling, and I came through.
Well, that was brilliant. Who'd you like to thank?
I'd like to thank my dad for mechanicking me and making all this happen, Earl for paying for a lot of the things and actually getting me to Kartmasters, and RPM Engines for all the power.
Thank you. Here's your GP plate.
Well done. Theo Bradshaw holds it up. What a superb drive. Well done to Zach as well. Congratulations, Theo Bradshaw. Now let's go to the driver who just missed out by 200ths of a second, Oliver Spencer. Oh, what a last lap that was. Almost got it in the end, but a great podium drive here at Kartmasters.
Yeah, we done well all weekend. It's just annoying we didn't win, but yeah, we can always come back better next time.
You'll be back next year to fight for the GP play again?
Hopefully.
Who would you like to thank? I know it's been a long, hard weekend for all of you, and you've fought very hard. Who'd you like to thank?
My team manager, Rob, Mike, KR, my dad for bringing me, and everyone else, and my mechanic Jack.
Showed why he's the British Open champion today. Well done to Oliver Spencer. Can we have a round of applause, please? Second place to Oliver Spencer. Let's go and speak to third place now as the mechanics come down. We are going to speak with Alfie Mew. That was an absolutely superb race, wasn't it? How hectic was it on that last lap? Talk us through it.
It was really hectic. Like down the bottom there, I got lucky because there's two of them that spun, and then I managed to jump up to third.
But right place, right time, and made all the right moves on that last lap.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
We can see the emotion on the start. We'll come back to yourself, Alfie Mew, but there you can see what it means to Theo Bradshaw to have taken the win. Well done to them and the family. Just want to come back to yourself, Alfie. I know you've got plenty of people at the Coles Racing team and your family. Who would you like to thank?
I'd like to thank Coles Racing, my school, my family, and yeah, it's good.
Well done. Third place in the Micromax UK. Alfie Mew, congratulations to him. Let's go and hear from Theo Bradshaw again. What a superb performance. Just we can see the emotion on your face, Theo. Just tell us what it means to win this event. A lot of hard work has gone into it, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think 2 years of hard work, making my way up for Hondas into micros, only doing like half a year now in the micros, and now I've won the GP play at Kartmasters.
And how is it that moment, getting the embrace from your mechanic coming down? How did that feel?
I felt real happy, and yeah, it's a pleasure to win Kartmasters, and I think we'll probably hope for another GP plate next Kartmasters.
Absolutely, got to go for two. Well, congratulations. We had all the Kartmasters champions here this weekend out on the podium earlier. They know what it means. Theo Bradshaw, now you know what it means. That was a superb performance. Well done. One more time, come on to our champion. That was a superb performance. Well done to Theo Bradshaw, finishing in a P1. Well, next, Henry, just want to come up to you for a second, if I may.
Yes.
What a superb end to the race, and what great emotions. You've commentated on many of these. You know what that's like for the drivers after what you said to me in the live lounge as well.
Oh, exactly. That when you just looked over and you saw that Theo in tears, his dad in tears. There's his dad. You know, I'd love to be able just to hear what his thoughts are. You know, just as a winning dad. And yeah, and all the parents up here in the commentary box, we all started getting a little bit of a quiver in our lower lip when you saw that there. So all the mums and dads up here in the commentary box feeling the same emotion. I mean, that's 3 races down, Chris. 2 of them have been decided by less than 200ths of a second.
An incredibly special moment there, wasn't it? And great support from all the people here in the grandstand. What a race. I mean, we're putting down some pretty fantastic races and stories so far. Congratulations once again to Theo Bradshaw and the team. But we now must turn our attention to the next class.
Now we move on to Micromax UK. And again, an extremely dramatic final lap. The drivers that we saw on the circuit, not necessarily the drivers that eventually we see on the podium. However, the Micromax drivers all doing a fantastic job. The first time that we have seen this class at Kartmasters. Finishing in third position for Toby George Motorsport, it's Luke Millward. Now, Luke crossed the line in sixth position, and he was really happy with that, so I'm assuming he's over the moon with third. Other side, Luke. Yeah, you could try first. There we go. Finishing in second place, part of the 3 Microtiers, representing the Zip Factory team, it's Zach Starbuck. But your winner, hard to believe that on Friday morning this driver didn't complete a lap in qualifying and had to start his heats from stone last. He worked his way up slowly but surely, and now he finds himself on top of the podium. Your 2023 Micromax UK Kartmasters GP Plate Champion for the Zip Factory team, Kian Bernard. And from Motorsport UK, Dan Parker will present Kian, who is now the head of the 3 Microtiers, with his trophy. The prize package, okay, third position, £300 for Luke Millward. Second position, £450 for Zach Starbuck. For Kian Bernard, £500 in cash, a Rotax short engine, and a pair of Delta Racewear gloves and some flowers. So again, once again, a huge thank you to Delta Racewear and to Jag Rotax for the prize package and bumping up the cash prize as well. And your first ever Micromax GP Plate Kartmasters podium, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Congratulations, drivers.